Yo, check this out. A lot of people be getting mad because I use the word nigga. You know what I'm saying? They don't like the fact that I use the word nigga. They say you a black man. Yo, I tell them I'm a nigga. They don't understand that. So I'm going to say what I want to say. I call myself what I want to call myself. You know what I'm saying? So they can stay off my dick, you know? Damn right I'm a nigga. And I don't care what you are, because I'm a capital N-I-double-G-E-R. Black people might get mad because they don't see that they're looked upon as a nigga just like me. I'm a nigga, not a color man.
What is happening, mediocre people of YouTube? I'm not even allowed to type that word in chats. If you follow my channel, you know that I feel that we are so far past racism in this country. It's fucking stupid. It's not even a conversation. Got bigger and better problems to solve, right? Racism is a thing of the past. If, you know, come on. So, first thing I want to get to, kind of wanted to get back with you guys, check in. I haven't done a video. I put up some dumb shit probably a week ago or so. I don't know, on the 5th. So today's the 9th. And a few things have happened, you know. For one, Ed Dana. Ed Dana from the Ed Dana YouTube channel. If you don't know Ed Dana from the Ed Dana YouTube channel, go check him out. He's a musician here on YouTube. Ed Dana had some, what looked to be some pretty radical neck surgery. And seems to be recovering. So we can all be thankful for that he's getting better. Ed, if you happen to see this, wish you a speedy recovery. And wow, I saw the surgery, the stitches and everything. It was a lot to go through, my man, and glad to see you're back, Ed, because, you know, why would I wish Ed Dana well? Come on. Come on! Coffee from Speedway. Speedway's got good coffee. But I started drinking the Dunkin' Donuts coffee again. Man, that stuff is good. Anyway, last night, the President of the United States, his name happens to be Donald Trump, he did some, what do you want to call it? I guess you could call it an address to the nation. He was on television.
My fellow Americans,
and
tonight I'm
talking about border security and the government shutdown. Government's been shut down for, I don't know, a couple weeks now, maybe. Partial government shutdown, you know, which basically means the people at the bottom rung that usually protect our fucking freedoms, they end up fucking going without paychecks, and it's just fucked up altogether. It's really fucking stupid that, like I say, these shutdowns, they affect the bottom rung of people, and they're usually the people that are protecting us. However, I can't say that I'm opposed to the president's standing his ground. You know, the wall, the barrier, border security is what we're talking about here, and it's not a President Trump thing. We have had massive problems with our southern border here in the United States for decades. Decades and decades. And past presidents have talked about it. It really got talked about a lot in the Bush administration after 9/11. Obviously, border security suddenly became a huge thing, but I suppose they were dealing with other issues overseas, so they kind of didn't do a whole lot for border security. Not that they say they didn't do anything. There is security at our border. It's just what we have right now is not enough. President Obama talked, his administration talked a lot about doing something for border security and illegal immigrants. But now that it's President Trump, you know, they seem to flip the fuck out. When it was Obama, the Republicans were like, yes, let's do some border security, and the Democrats, for whatever reason, didn't want to do it. And now, because it's Trump, the Democrats don't want anything to do with border security. I don't understand. How does a country survive without borders? I mean, that's the basis of the country, right? Borders, language, culture, right? The mantra of the savage nation, borders, language, culture. I mean, that's the basis, right? So we have to do something to protect our southern border. Illegal immigrants, here's the thing. Why would you illegally enter a country is my question. You know, I live in Detroit, and we're right on the Canadian border, and I've gone into Canada several times. I travel in and out. I've never had a need to sneak into Canada, and I think if I did have a need to sneak into Canada, it would be because I'm doing something that is illegal. So my guess is that most, let's put a percentage on it, 99% of the people in our southern border that are sneaking into this country, there is a good reason why they're sneaking into this country. Because people come in and out of Mexico all day long, every day, you know, legally. You know, it's not like, I don't know. Some of these politicians would have you believe that it's, that Trump's trying to do something like the Berlin Wall or something, you know. And I happen to agree with the president's address. I think he did a nice job. Whoever the speechwriter was really got the points across. Especially when talking about, you know, it's not about, you know, what did he say toward the end there?
Looking to you, because there is a growing...
See if we can find it.
...by those who have violated our borders. In California, with a hammer.
He talked about some violence.
So terrible. I will never...
And murders and stuff like that. But what did he say at the end?
Imagine if it was your child,
here we, you know,
your husband, or your wife, whose life was so cruelly shattered and totally broken. To every member of Congress, pass a bill that ends this crisis. To every citizen, call Congress and tell them to finally, after all of these decades, secure our border. This is a choice between right and wrong, justice and injustice. This is about whether we fulfill our sacred duty to the American citizens we serve. When I took the oath of office, I swore to protect our country, and that is what I will always do. So help me God. Thank you, and good night.
At some point, he said something about how, you know, we don't lock our doors because we hate the people on the outside. We lock our doors because we love the people on the inside. And, you know, that's, you know, people who get involved in these politics, they choose a side. They choose the Democrat side or they choose a Republican side, and they can't see anything outside of their party's affiliation. Those of you who have followed this channel for a while know that I don't subscribe to one side or the other. I want to hear all sides of an issue. And then I make, if I need to, I make my decision as to which side I support. Border security is not one of those things that is political. It's something we have to, every country has to have border security, right? Otherwise, why even have countries, right? It should be, the map should just be wide open land, you know. Border security is important, man. There's a lot of shit going down and a lot of things that could be solved. You know, there's also 7,500 open border patrol agent positions. Now, I don't know if these are good paying jobs, but they should be, because I think there's a lot of people who would make a career out of being a border patrol agent, you know. So filling those 7,500 open positions, if that's true, I read that, and at this point in my life, I don't think the media deserves, I don't think the media, any of the media deserves our trust. Anyway, that being said, I've read that there were 7,500 open border security agent positions available. I think that should be a priority to fill those positions, and if you know, and make them good paying jobs, some incentives, and I think that a lot of people would take advantage of that. And there's certainly areas of our border where we're going to have to put up a barrier or a wall, whatever the fuck you want to call it, a deterrent so that people are not coming into this country illegally. Like I say, if you're entering a country illegally, you probably have good reason to enter a country illegally. There's something that is preventing you from entering it legally, because people walk across the Mexican-United States border every day with no problem. So, wanted to talk about that. Get your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments section. What do you think about border security? What do you think about how this president's doing? You know, all the bullshit aside, I don't care whether you're a Democrat or Republican or you're like me where you don't subscribe to any of them and you research your own information and decide what you would like to support. You know, what do you think of, all bullshit aside, what do you think how this president's been doing? How things have been. I think that my personal belief is that he's not doing a bad job. He does take credit for a lot of the economy, as every other president has done in the past. I understand that it took us a long time to get to this economy. Way before Trump, way before Obama even. Bill Clinton enjoyed a fantastic economy because of things that were done in the Reagan administration, the Carter administration, and administrations before that. You know, in Reagan's administration, we were in bad shape, and they put things into place that Bill Clinton, by the time he got in office, things were taken off. By the time President Trump got in office, things were taken off. And yes, there's things he did to kind of light the fire under this economy and get it going again. What I have noticed about this administration and President Trump taking over, it seems to me that people are no longer ashamed to be patriots, be Americans, be proud. It seemed to me that during the Obama administration, all of us as American citizens, like, they wanted us to feel ashamed of ourselves for being Americans. And it was just like, well, this is just the way it's going to be, and, you know, people are just going to have to be this way, and, you know, we should all be ashamed. I mean, that's kind of the vibe I got out of the Obama administration. And when President Trump took office, it was like, hey, man, we're Americans, man. We fucking kick ass, you know? There's no fucking question that the United States economy is the finest economy in the entire world. Okay? People are dying to get to this country. Legally and illegally. And I know that there's some people that enter this country illegally because they just think that's the way you have to do it. So yeah, that's where we're at. It's January 9th. Checking in with you guys. Wanted to say hello. Hope everybody's, I know it's like, you start the new year, and I think people's expectations are high. People tend to want to, you know, start over again. Let bygones be bygones, and I get that. And I'm with that. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Until next time, I will see you later. Peace out, my brother.